Well, from the ages of like 6 to about 15, I was abused by my dad physically and mentally. He never really took me to the hospital because he knew that if he did, then there would be, CPS cases behind it. I didn't have my mom all of those years because my dad pretty much kept her away from me or whatever. And my sisters, they were, grown up and had moved out the house already before, I could even talk to them about anything. Like, I really didn't start telling people what was going on in my life until I hit about 11 years old, because that's when I really realized that stuff in my life is going wrong and it's not right. And when I told my mom, the way that she found out was because one day she had me like every other weekend or whatever, and for the summers. And that was just how the way it was set up by the courts. And I came to her house one Friday and it was dark or whatever in the car, but like, you know how when you drive or whatever and the street lights hit or whatever inside the car, it hit me in my face, and she had looked at my face and she was like, "What's wrong with your face?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And I had like a huge bruise on my face, and it was like puffed up or whatever, and it was like hard. It wasn't like a soft bruise, it was hard. And it had scratches on it and stuff, and then I had like a knot right here. And both my lips was split down the middle, and I had bruises and stuff all over my arm. Like, I have so many marks all over my body from it. The last incident, he came to the school and the walls were hard like this, and he had a meeting with one of my teachers because the teacher had seen something or whatever that was bad regarding to me. And I'm sitting next to a wall or whatever, a brick wall, and my dad, he punched me in my face and my head hit the wall like 3 times. He did it like 3 times. And I had blacked out, couldn't see nothing. And so my sister or whatever, she came into the school because those were one of the first people that she called. Also, I've been raped actually like 2 years ago by a guy that was up here. And I still see him to this day because nothing ever happened to him. He never got arrested, nothing, He offered to buy me things and I let him do it, and it kind of fed me into it. So one day he took me to his place, and then that was when it happened. He gave me a drink with something in it, and I just like passed out. And then when I woke up, all I know was I didn't have any clothes on. So I just immediately forced him to take me home, and then he took me home. And I saw him the next day after that, and he tried to take me out again, and I was like, no. And then right after that was when I had went back to Virginia or whatever, because that's where I was staying at the time with my dad. And when I got down there, I know I was sick a whole lot and I was throwing up and stuff. And my dad had gotten curious after like 2 months that I had came back. And so he took me to the hospital, and it was like, she's pregnant. But my dad, he ended up paying like $600 something for me to get an abortion. All my feelings, like, I vent all of my feelings to music. That's just, that's what I do. I write music, I sing and I rap and stuff like that, and I do poetry and all kinds of stuff. Well, I want to be an entrepreneur because not only do I do music and drawing and stuff, but I'm into fashion and I want to have my own clothing line, and I also do hair and stuff, so I want to be able to do hair. But when I go to college, I want to go to college for business because I feel like that's going to be the basis of everything that I want to do or whatever, in order to start, a whole bunch of businesses and still be able to rap and to sing and stuff like that.
So my question to you is, why do you still come to school?
Because I know this is something that I need. It's like, at the end of the day, I have to do what's going to make me move forward. I can't, continue to move backwards or stuck in the same place forever. School is what makes me move forward. If I know that coming to school every day is going to help me, graduate and go to college and, have all these benefits in life, then I'm going to do it. It's going to get me to, being an entrepreneur or a businesswoman like I wanted to be. It's going to get me to these places. So in order to get there, I have to finish school. It's just, and everybody needs it, you know what I'm saying? I have a cousin right now who, he dropped out of the 11th grade. I'm like, you're right there. Why are you dropping out? You got a year and a half to go, and you could be, finish school or whatever and do whatever you want. And he's like, no, I'd rather just, get a job. You need this. In order to get those jobs, you need this. My name is Kendra Crosby, and I am undroppable.